Week 22, day number 1.
Distance 4 miles. Duration 28 minutes 4 seconds. Pace 6 minutes 55 seconds per mile. 471 kilocalories burned.
Okay, 7 minutes, 1 second average for the 4 miles. Hit my little hill and walk to the top, and I'm just going to share what I've been thinking about as I reflect on year 2020, today being December 28th, 2020. There's a lot of things that I've been super excited about. Some personal things that I've achieved, never done before in my 50 years. And then, I think about those, and I think about some of the things that frankly I'm disappointed at myself, and recognize that I could be so much better. And these are things that I think about a lot. My day in, days out. It kind of comes down to positive habits and negative habits, and how that influences our lives. And as I've been thinking about what to do different for 2021, I've had some things on my mind, and I'll probably share some of those over this next week. But bottom line is, I want to be my best self, and I want to be my best self in all aspects. So physical, mental, spiritual, relationships, my work, all those things. So I'm at the top of my hill. Let me get back to my run, but stay tuned. Do some awesome things. All right, week 22, day 2. Feeling a little bit sore in my right knee, so walked the last mile. Should be coming up on over 4 miles or so here. Anyway, as I mentioned yesterday, there's a few things that I've been contemplating over this past year, and I was just listening to a talk, and it reminded me of this Aesop's fable, the one where there's a boy, a donkey, and a man, a father, and the boy and the dad were going to take the donkey into town and sell it. So they start out, and the dad's riding the donkey. They get to the first town, and all the people start complaining and ridiculing the boy or the father for riding and not letting the boy ride. So they switch positions. They get to the next town. Everybody ridicules the boy for being inconsiderate and making his dad walk. So they both get on the donkey, and they get to the next town, and all the people ridicule them and say, why are they making such a burden on this donkey? And so they then they both hopped off. They got to the town, and everybody's like, what a waste. You're making this donkey, not even using it for what it was designed for or created for. So that's where they both get on the donkey, and they get to the next town. The donkey collapses, so they end up having to kind of carry the donkey into town to sell it. Nobody wants to buy it, because who wants to buy a donkey that's that can't carry anything? So the point is, you have to have a plan. You have to stick to your plan regardless of ridicule or even the cheers and the rah-rahs, things that might get you think in the wrong direction, or you might have the early success and then the difficulties arrive and then you give up. So just thought I'd share that as a great lesson and a really good reminder for myself as I go into 2021, having a solid plan that I'm going to stick to. Hope you guys are creating your own plans, that you're happy with your outcomes of the year 2020. We'll talk soon.
Via practice. So remember that. You have the gift. Your kids have the gift. And we don't want to look at our lives and say, oh, just because I wasn't great the first time I tried it, or the first time my kids tried it means they can't do it. It's not how it works. Talent's